Hi and welcome to this video. Today I want to show you how to create this column chart that gives you the maximum and minimum values in two different colors, but not only that, updates as the information changes. As an example, you'll see espresso is the best selling item, therefore max highlighted in green. But if we change this now to be the lowest selling item, you'll see the chart updates. So to do this, the first thing we'll do is we're going to just copy our data to a new sheet. And then while it's selected, I'm going to insert a column chart. So then it's ready for us to use. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to determine the minimum and the maximum value in the information provided. So to do this, we're going to use the min formula. We're going to select the cells and then we'll press F4 to lock the cells so they don't change when we drag the formula down. And then when I press Ctrl Enter, I'm going to stay on that same cell, come to the corner, drag the formula down. Now we're going to do the same for max. So I'm going to input max, press Tab so it auto completes the formula. Again, I'm going to select the information, press F4 to lock the cells so they don't change when we drag the formula down. Ctrl Enter to stay on that same cell, and then drag it down. So now you see we've got the minimum and maximum value for the information provided. So when I come down to the chart, I'm going to click on it and it's going to show you what information forms part of it. And we want to include the minimum and maximum values. So you can see at the corner, when we bring the cursor down, it changes to a diagonal arrow. I'm going to drag it so it includes minimum and maximum, and now it's formed part of our chart. So while we're busy, let's just change the colors. Minimum, we want to change into a red. And then maximum, we're going to change into a nice bright green. The problem we have now is we've got the minimum and maximum value at every single chart item, and we only want this for the actual minimum and maximum value. So to do this, we're going to come back here to the formula. I'm going to cut this portion out just so it's easier to follow along. And to do this, we're going to use an if formula that states that if this is the minimum value, please return it in this cell, otherwise return nothing. So we're going to say if, tab to autocomplete, this value equals, and then I'm going to paste that value that I just cut out. So if that value is the minimum of all the values in the range, then give me that minimum value, otherwise give me nothing. So blanks, 2 quotation marks. Not a zero. A zero is recognized by Excel as a value and will then be included into the chart. And then close the bracket. Again, Control Enter to stay on that same cell, and you'll see now it's blank because Americanos are not the minimum value. So when I take this formula and I drag it down, you'll see only espresso remains as the minimum. Now we're going to do the same for max. So again, I'm going to take the formula, cut it out. I'm going to say if this value equals the maximum of the information, then give me that maximum, otherwise return a blank cell. Again, Americano isn't the maximum, so it's not giving me anything. And then when I drag this down, again, cappuccino. There we go. So now you see we've got the minimum and the maximum value in the chart. But again, this isn't what we want, as it's now giving us two charts, the actual information and then the minimum and maximum value. So to change this, what I normally do is I'll double click on this column, brings up the format data point window to the right, and then we want to look at series overlap. We want to change this to 100, so the minimum and maximum bars overlap the original information. There we go. And that's how you create this chart. To show these values, and then that also updates as you change it. Again, as an example, we're going to make espresso the highest selling item again. I'm going to change this to 800, and you'll see the chart also updates.